Coulibaly with a rebound.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing in gap quickly.
And at the point guard position, these are the players who have really been consistent from the charity stripe this year. Second, Derek White.
Yeah, when this group goes to the line, odds are they're sinking their shots. As a result, the defense really has to question whether they can be as aggressive as they'd like to be.
And that's something he can really use to his advantage. It gives him an edge against more imposing defenders.
Rebound by the Wizards.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort today.
George drives in. Excellent D there from Hauser. Celtics lead by 7. Here's White. Inside. White gets it to go.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Outside Young. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
No good off the back of the rim. The Wizards trail by 7. Here's Davis on the take. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Brown. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Davis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And the more Davis has added muscle during his career, it really has helped him on the offensive end. It forces defenses to foul him.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. Made 1 and missed 1. That free throw good from Davis. And Boston with some changes. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Queta. Shireman comes in for Hauser. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Derek White. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Boston needs to get off a shot here. There's Tatum with the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. As the playoffs draw closer, here's what the East looks like. Taking a look at Boston, with great effort over a long season, they're 2nd in the conference. And of course the Wizards, currently a ways below.
Well, for the Wizards, they are down towards the bottom of their conference. So this final week of games is almost a formality. But you have to think they'll still play hard and do their best out there.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Hey, D doing what he does.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Gonzalez. Pass to Vucevic. From deep. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Washington trailing. Davis with it. Guarded by Vucevic. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now here's Vucevic. Here's Shireman. Here's Gonzalez. To win the cold spell. Not going to go that time.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Pass to Riley. Outside Whitmore. And the foul on Cam Whitmore. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Champagnie, he's checked in for Washington. Johnson comes in for Hardy. Here's Pritchard. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Johnson passes to Champagnie, right wing. Davis against Vucevic for the tie. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You can't let Davis get established positioning inside. If he does, you have to foul him.
Well, we've seen him miss a couple from the line. He's 2 for 4 so far. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw is good. 20 seconds left in the third. Pritchard surviving the D. Pass to Vucevic. To stop the drought. And it's blocked by Davis. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Celtics. They lead by 1. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Celtics with the lead. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. We've got Carlton Carrington, Bilal Coulibaly out there with Keyshawn George. Then there's Davis, and it's Johnson in at the shooting guard position. Tatum from long range. It's rebounded by Washington.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Boston's shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Brown inside. Johnson on him. Here's Kata. It's rebounded by Washington. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Carrington, here we go.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
Davis against Brown. Hauser outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, no good. The Wizards with a lead. To the middle. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, that's a smart pass in close quarters.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Timeout called. The Celtics.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Sars checked in for Washington. Trae Young comes in for Carrington. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
Thank you for that, Allie. Brown, no good. Washington leading by 3. Right side, Davis. Young, the pass to Davis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
No, if you're going to foul Davis, you better make it a hard one. KD is so strong.
Washington, Anthony Davis.
First one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Davis.
And since halftime, he's made a concerted effort to get to the line. Be aggressive. Great stuff.
Tatum can't hit.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
And it's Young to the rack.
Yeah, so smart of Young to push the pace as much as he can in transition.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Hauser. White on the wing, guarded by Young. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Davis. Second shot opportunity. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Brown passes to White. And here's Tatum. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
After being so smart with the ball in the first half, he's gotten a bit careless.
And Washington with possession. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Here's Young. Blocked. Hauser outside to the inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Johnson, he's checked in for Coulibaly. Washington leading by 7. Young looking over the floor. Davis. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Wizards.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Celtics trail by 4. Outside Tatum.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Launches it. And Tatum drills the 3.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Sarr misses. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. Sarr passes to Young. Now Davis. Looking to end this cold spell. And Davis slams it home.
What an emphatic bucket by Davis. This is a guy who never backs down or gives up.
And Boston calls time here. They're down by 3. A minute 22 left to play in the 4th quarter. And now let's take a second to present our player of the game, Anthony Davis.
Just an effective weapon for them on the inside tonight. He was such a reliable option for them on offense with his muscling his way to the basket from the low block.
Here's Tatum. Tips it up. Sarr pulls it in. Washington leading by 3. Young, the pass to Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Ooh, important points from Sarr. And just great recognition of the moment. Don't see that in a lot of young players. Wow.
Here's Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, look, adding unnecessary difficulty to a shot is something that drives coaches crazy. Stick to the basics whenever you can.
Second team foul.
Young against Brown. Outside Young. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Jaylen Brown, second personal foul, third team foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6.
Young at the line for 2.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, that's a good job of capitalizing at the line, adding some cushion to their lead.
That won't go either for Tatum.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Three-pointer, Pritchard. It's rebounded by George. Here's Young. Tatum with some nice D. No good. So we see the Wizards get the